On the night of January 18th, 2008, an unimaginable horror was unleashed upon New York City. A massive creature, towering above the city's many skyscrapers, rampaged through the streets, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. This is Clover, the terrifying entity from 2008's Cloverfield, a monster whose origins and biology remain shrouded in mystery. But what exactly is it? How does it function? And how could a creature like this actually exist? Today, we'll be diving into the speculative biology of the Cloverfield monster. Let's break down its anatomy, behavior, and origins to determine just how plausible this creature really is. At an estimated 250 to 300 feet tall, Clover is one of the largest kaiju in cinema history. But its anatomy presents a strange mix of traits that seem both terrestrial and alien. Clover's main body structure is quadrupedal, but it often rears up on its hind legs, suggesting it may have evolved from an environment where both stances were useful. Its elongated forelimbs, which it uses for balance and destruction, resemble those of large arthropods or deep-sea creatures. Unlike the stocky build of most kaiju, Clover is thin and lanky, giving it a skeletal, almost malnourished appearance. This could indicate that it recently emerged from a low-gravity or high-pressure environment, making it unaccustomed to Earth's gravity. Or maybe it has a highly efficient metabolism that doesn't require excessive body mass. It has a giant gaping maw. Its head is relatively small compared to its body, but it houses a large, split-jawed mouth. This would suggest either A. a possible filter-feeding mechanism in its natural habitat, B. an ability to consume large prey in one bite, or C. a reliance on its parasitic creatures, the human-scale parasites, to soften or kill prey before it feeds. Clover also appears to have visible gill-like structures on its torso, implying it could have originated from an aquatic or semi-aquatic environment. This supports the theory that it came from the deep ocean, where it relied on dissolved oxygen in the water for survival. One of the biggest mysteries in Cloverfield is where this monster originated. There are a few possible explanations. It's possible that Clover is a deep-sea colossus, as previously alluded to. Given its gill-like structures and possible pressure-adapted body, Clover may have come from the deep ocean trenches, somewhere humans have never explored. If it had been dwelling in the Challenger Deep or another extreme abyss, it might have rapidly expanded in size when it surfaced due to changes in pressure and available food sources. A second possibility is that Clover is an extraterrestrial lifeform. Some theories suggest that Clover crash-landed from space and was previously in a dormant state before waking up. The viral marketing campaign for Cloverfield hinted that a mysterious satellite fell into the ocean, possibly disturbing something that was already living there. Its physiology is strange enough to suggest alien origins, but it also has deep-sea traits that hint at evolution within Earth's ecosystem. And a third possibility is that it is an ancient kaiju awakening. Similar to Godzilla, Clover may be an ancient creature from Earth's past, long dormant and only recently disturbed. Some theories suggest that prehistoric kaiju still exist in the deep ocean, evolving separately from surface life. If true, this would explain why its biology is so unlike anything else on land. It evolved in an extreme, isolated environment. One of the most terrifying aspects of Cloverfield is not just the monster itself, but the smaller creatures that fall from its body, nicknamed the human-scale parasites or HSPs. These creatures could be symbiotic organisms, like the relationship between remora fish and sharks. They may feed on Clover's skin, scavenge its kills, or even serve as natural cleaners. Alternatively, they may be true parasites, using Clover's body as a host while also attacking anything they encounter for extra sustenance. The HSPs are arachnid-like, with multiple limbs that allow for rapid movement and leaping attacks. They inject a venomous toxin into their prey, causing severe hemorrhaging and eventual explosion, likely due to an extreme allergic reaction or a blood-thinning agent. If these creatures evolve naturally, their toxin may be used to pre-digest their victims before consumption. Despite its overwhelming size and power, Clover is not invincible. Let's break down its strengths and weaknesses. Strengths: nearly indestructible exoskeleton. Clover withstands conventional military weapons, including gunfire and explosives. Its thick skin is likely similar to whale blubber or deep-sea arthropod armor, absorbing shock and damage. Incredible strength and speed. Despite its size, Clover moves with surprising speed, bulldozing through buildings with ease. Terrifying durability. Even after being bombarded by the military, it shows no signs of slowing down. Weaknesses. New to Earth's gravity. If Clover came from an environment with different gravity, it may be struggling with its own weight, making it less agile than it appears. Possible pressure sensitivity. If it is deep-sea adapted, long-term exposure to surface-level pressures could be causing internal damage. Vulnerable to extreme weaponry. The US government ultimately bombed the entire city in an attempt to kill it, suggesting that while resistant to conventional attacks, extreme firepower may be its limit. Could a creature like Clover exist? Scientifically, could something like Clover evolve in real life? Possibly. It does have severe size limitations. Real-world biology limits how big terrestrial creatures can get. Gravity places immense stress on bones and muscles, making a 300-foot creature almost impossible under Earth's gravity. The biggest known dinosaur to have ever existed, Patagotitan maiorum, only reached 26 feet in height, a far cry from Clover's possible 250 to 300. Its size begins to feel a bit more realistic if we think of it as possibly being a deep-sea megafauna. If something like Clover existed, it would likely be aquatic, where buoyancy could support its weight. The blue whale, Earth's largest living animal, reaches only 100 feet long, but relies on water to sustain its mass. A much larger creature could, in theory, do the same. The most likely explanation, at least to me, seems to be that Clover is an alien creature. If Clover came from another planet, its physiology could be radically different, allowing it to bypass Earth's biological constraints. While unlikely, the concept of a gigantic, deep-sea predator isn't entirely far-fetched. After all, we've explored less than 5% of the world's oceans. The Cloverfield monster remains one of the most terrifying kaiju in modern cinema. Its mysterious origins, bizarre anatomy, and terrifying parasites make it a unique and formidable creature. Could something like Clover actually exist? While highly improbable, the depths of the ocean, and perhaps the vastness of space, may still hold secrets beyond our comprehension. What do you think? Is Clover an alien, a deep-sea horror, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified of future uploads. I'd also like to thank my members and patrons who can be seen here. If you feel generous, you can also become a member or patron by following the links in the description. This has been the Bewarecast, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.